No one likes getting into an auto accident, and sometimes dealing with your insurance company can be worse than the accident itself. And joining us now is Consumer Reports Deputy Auto Editor Jeff Bartlett. He has advice on when you should and shouldn't report an accident. Jeff, thanks for joining us today.
Oh, my pleasure.
When is that teetering point? When do you go to the other side and make the decision to call an insurance company?
Well, most car accidents involve another vehicle, and in all of those situations you want to make sure the insurance company is involved. Even though at the accident scene it may seem that the damage is very slight and no one may complain of injuries, the reality is your mechanic may find that there are thousands of dollars worth of repairs that may be necessary when they look beneath the surface, and injuries can take a day or two to manifest. So you've been paying for the protection that an insurance company can provide. This is the time to take advantage of it. Make sure you document the accident scene, including a police report, and you contact them in a timely manner.
So you should always contact the police no matter what, pretty much when you make contact with another car.
That's correct. Because while things may seem reasonably amicable at the scene, you never know how it'll play out. And in fact, we spoke with many veteran insurance agents who said almost invariably when people walk away with a handshake, something else crops up later. So you want to make sure that you have your ducks in a row and all the paperwork is in place, just in case.
Now I know, Jeff, you were doing some research. You said sometimes, though, it's a toss-up. Now, what do you mean by that? Is there ever a time when you shouldn't document the accident and you should just let everything go?
Well, there can be cases when you have a single vehicle incident that is not dramatic and may be one of those gray areas. Perhaps you slide off the road in a winter storm, but you don't cause any damage to any property, and your vehicle damage is noticeably minor. That one's a toss-up. You may just choose to pay out of pocket for that. The real deciding factor is when the damage is significant, and or if another person or another's property is involved. Then you definitely want to involve the insurance company. But if it perhaps is a minor little fender bender in your own driveway where you bump into one of your own cars or bump into the garage, that might be a case where you take your lumps and you pay out of pocket, because the perceived damage is not much different than what your deductible would be.
Is there anything that we need to really keep in mind when it happens? Because so many times, you know, when you get in an accident, everyone gets tense, everyone gets nervous, you don't know what you're supposed to do, your hand's trembling when you're writing everything. Take us through the process. Exactly what should we do?
Well, you're absolutely right. This is a situation that happens on average about once a decade for drivers. No one wants it to happen, and few are prepared. When it does happen, you want to make sure that you pull the vehicle to the side of the road and put on your flashers or put a reflective triangle to make sure that your accident doesn't cause another one. You want to check for injuries for your own passengers and the other car. Obviously, people's safety is the most important thing. And then it comes down to the paperwork. You want to make sure you're exchanging information with the other party. You want to get their driver's license number, the car license, a description of the car itself, a description of the damage, a description of the location. And you want to call the police, have them do a proper report so that you have all of the paperwork should something come up, such as the need for repairs to either car or medical assistance for injuries.
Jeff, no one likes to have to do it or talk about it, but thank you so much for helping us through a fender bender today. It's really going to help a lot of people out there.
My pleasure.
And for more information, you can always head to our website, mymassappeal.com, later today.